I'd be lying to you if I was to say it was easy working at a big company. It's never easy, but that's what makes it fun.
I started my company, We Should Do It All, in 2004.
Well, I know the agency, I think there's about, 800.
If we got to 10 people, I would freak out.
We have the ability to do lots of different things, and we should do it all. We should give it a shot.
It's tough because we're like doing everything, you know. But then again, it's like, it's awesome because we get to see every part of every project.
Tonight really isn't about big versus small, but rather it's about creativity. It's about producing great work, pushing boundaries, and functioning within the confines of your space. Frank Anselmo and Jayson Atienza represent big. Both Frank and Jayson graduated from SVA and landed jobs at BBDO as a creative team. Representing small as We Should Do It All, a Brooklyn-based multidisciplinary design studio. They design, develop, mediate interactive, print, motion, and architecture projects.
I actually met Jayson at the School of Visual Arts. It was a junior year, and we teamed up to work on an assignment.
We liked a lot of the same things, and our humor is pretty much the same.
He was pretty much the first person that I teamed up with that I really admired his taste.
It kind of started with us helping each other out with design projects in school.
Jared Sievers is a partner, and he is my cousin.
Basically, I went to school for graphic design. I do a lot of design with like painting, collage.
When we put the three of us together, you know, we can come up with like really wild ideas.
So they'll have, let's say, a half a dozen teams working on a particular assignment. All the teams, art directors and writers, present their ideas to their creative director. And then the creative director has to make a decision which ideas go, which ones don't. So in essence, the more ideas in the pool, the harder it is for an idea to stand out.
When there's more people involved, like, you know, it can be really frustrating.
It's harder to sell work because there's more layers, but when you do, people are going to see it. So the exposure is good. But yeah, the kill ratio is really high.
So when an idea gets through, you feel really good about it because you know a lot of people are really into it.
I think being in a small studio definitely allows us to be more experimental. I think there's not really a need to do these huge projects because there are only 3 of us. Like, we don't need to support 14 people, so we don't need to take on huge projects. We can pick smaller things that can be more fun.
It's a dream for most designers to do work for artists who inspire them. Musician Profuse 73 is a favorite of ours. Eventually he presented us with the opportunity to do a website for his indie record label, Eastern Developments.
He was like, you know what, I want something really handcrafted, that it looks like it's not on the web. He wanted something that looked like artwork. Obviously we used tons of Photoshop and Illustrator to create the hanging lines. And Jonathan is really good in Flash, so he kind of put it all together in Flash.
We're really into doing Flash, and sometimes clients will come to us for just a simple HTML website, but still well designed. But we're not interested. We really want to focus on creating those experiences and taking part in rich environments.
One of the greatest things I think about working at a bigger place is there's bigger accounts. There's accounts that people know. It's always great to work for the brand that has done great work and, you know, has a great history, because you know they want to do the next thing.
A big part of Guinness is their pint. That's pretty much sort of like their logo, their heritage.
So we went to an Irish pub right around the corner, and we just started drinking Guinnesses.
Every advertising person always says you should be really involved with the brand if you're going to work on it.
5 or 6 Guinnesses through, we just picked up a matchbook. We looked at it, we're like, do you see what I see?
We kind of just saw this image of the pint in there.
We just cut the matches out to make it look like the pint, and then that's what we presented.
So we had this little thing that wasn't print, wasn't TV, was just its own little promotional thing. And to produce something like that and get the response that we did was an exciting thing. HBO had asked us to do something to promote the next season of Entourage. casting people, production people, directors, editors, mixers, the whole package. So it's a whole big production.
It helps to have resources, because if your idea is big but you don't have the resources to make it happen, maybe it won't come off the way you want.
Friends play a huge part in our work process.
Photographers, programmers, other designers.
The splash page is essentially our network. Friends, family, associates, clients. And we look at it as a way to introduce people to us and to our network. Our business survives because of that network.
There's no intentions for us to get large at all. I don't want that, I don't see that. I really want to keep it a family affair.
Ad people really don't care about your resume so much. Personality counts for something, but it's really your portfolio of work. They want to see what you've done.
They work with huge groups of people. We work with 3 or 4 or 5, and you know, the ultimate result is similarities. Is good work is good work, no matter who's producing it.